Privet comrades, it is Mikhail here. And we are about to unlock the second last story bit in A Death in Chunfen. So let's see here what the story is about here. This is about Saga, so this should be good. Always love Saga, absolutely adorable. Good doggo. And yeah, let's see how the story almost ends. We're almost at the end here. So this one is called Nameless Minion. Let's go. I love that. I love that background track. So chill. Anyway, how'd it go? I got it. The elder didn't see you, did he? He wasn't home. I think he went to the Yishan temple to make an offering to the ancestors. That's good. I don't want to get chewed out again. Anyway, hurry up. Let's take a look. What are all these buttons for? This round thing here looks like a flashlight stuck out inside. Is this really the camcorder thingamajig Lady Messenger was talking about? Camcorder. It's definitely it. Lady Messenger's magazine had an ad for a machine just like this. I saw it when the elder took it from that guy yesterday. Is this camcorder thing really... Can this camcorder thing really suck people inside? Wow. It's like showing people from the 1900s a fucking phone, dude. Like a mobile phone, you know. That's hilarious. What the heck? You're talking about recording. Okay, turn it on already and let's see what it can do. I'm trying, but it's not doing anything. The muscle yesterday might have messed up some of the mechanisms. You're just pretending like you know what to do. Let me try. Hey, hands off. God damn it, fucking kids, dude. Ugh, my head. Oh, for what reason have you children cast a stone at me? It is no matter. I feel no pain from the stone. I carry no blame for you children. Aw, see, she's so cute. Can we have that back? Should I return it to you? It would be unbecoming if you didn't attack another soul with it. It's a camcorder, not a rock. Oh, I see. So this is a camcorder. In Higashi, I heard the brothers speak of such a device. Though lightweight and small in shape, it faithfully retains the likeness of any image in perpetuity. Jesus. After parting ways with my head priest, I spent long while wandering the lands of Great Yan, including a fair bit of time inside the paint scroll of a certain master. That's Dusk. Therein, I witnessed countless wonders, though we will never meet again. I am left with deep regret. You are a Rosal Island operator, and so is Dusk. You can meet her again. Don't say that. Come on, man. You can meet Dusk again. You're both Rhodes Island operators. What are you... Silly Saga. With a device like this in hand, never again must I suffer the sorrows of people and places bygone, never to be seen again. May I look at the camera? Oh, look how cute she is. Come on. Okay. I'm gonna need a picture of that. Hold on. Absolute adorableness. Okay. Sure, go for it. It's already busted anyway. Such a small screen, yet able to flip like this. Remarkable. There is a cover behind the device that opens. Oh my, the screen is illuminated. You turn it on, but how? Hey, tell me what's inside. Oh, you have to... They didn't take the cover off. Ha! Whoa, what the fuck is this? For someone like you who doesn't really know the people here, who are you to judge our lives and look down on us? What gives you the right to talk about change? You've got a lot of grand talk about compassion, but in the end you're just looking down on us, pitying us. What the fuck is this? The Black Bastard. Leave me alone! What is this? Cutscene? What the hell was that? Oh, it's from the view in the camera. Okay. The woman inside blanks blankly, and Saga suddenly realizes that she's looking at her own face. The image has vanished, the screen turning back into a reflective surface. That's it? You didn't break it by forcing it on, did you? Let go! Let go of me! God, rotten kid, settle down. Ah! Ugh! No biting either. What are you dragging me up the mountain for? What are you gonna do to me? You must have been feeling real stuffy locked in that old shit, right? We're just taking you out for some fresh air before heading back. You think I'm an idiot? The Mandarins are here, aren't they? I hit the nail on the head. I'm going back down. I'm going to tell the Mandarins what you're up to. Is that your plan? Not satisfied until you've ruined life for everyone, huh? You people are the ones who sold your souls and you're trying to make this my fault? Sold our souls? We agreed to keep you fed out of the goodness of our hearts. You call that selling our souls? If only I could trade the name Zulio for some money to buy food. Hey, don't bother trying to reason with him. Won't do you a bit of good. Think we haven't tried to talk sense into him? We've tried everything under the sun and the kid still won't budge. Thanks, Xiaoxi, you're not going anywhere. You're staying right here on this mountain. Grab him! There's no way you get past all of us. Just simmer down. You're up against a cliff. If you don't watch your step, you might just... Cut the crap already. Why, you little... Don't test those fangs, Xiaoxi. Hey, Shuzi, don't tell me you... The elder didn't say we could. If he keeps this up, we're gonna attract unwanted attention. And we can't have that. I'm telling you, I'm going down this mountain today. Even if you somehow manage to keep my mouth shut and get your cash, I will expose you sooner or later. Even if I die, I'm going to live on. Or if you think you got what it takes, kill me right here. I see, I get it now. Thanks, Xiaoxi, you're just a wild beast cub that we haven't domesticated. 3 years ago, you blew up the Yishan temple and cut off the lifeblood of our village. 3 years later, you're going to drive every last one of us to our deaths. What are you doing? Oh, that's creepy as fuck. Stop! Huh? There we go. There she is. Master, you still here? Shifusaka, I don't understand. That elder didn't seem like a bad man, so why? I am reminded of a story on my travels. Wouldst thou have me recounted, good Mulberry? Yes. There once was a Bukuai, a lawman, who worked hard all his life and devoted himself to his duties. Though he was poor, he eked out a stable, comfortable life. Once he was ordered to capture a group of bandits in the mountains. When he did see their cave full of hoarded treasure, he could not restrain the evil thoughts that arose within him. The Bukuai took 2 pieces of pure gold, a mere 2 pieces, and hid them in his pocket. His actions were discovered by a fellow lawman. The latter dangled this over his head, seeking to blackmail him into splitting the loot equally. The Bukuai was indignant and slew his fellow lawman in a fit of rage. He made as if the deed was done by the bandits and returned to report back alone. How could anyone do something so awful? Aha, my response was similar upon first hearing this tale. Alas, know that the story is far from over. When the Bukuai arrived at the foot of the mountain, he met the fallen lawman's wife. He knew not why she would appear here, and panic set into his paranoid gripped heart. Resolving to see things through to the end, he murdered her as well. The Bukuai beheld the bloodstained knife in his hand, confused and frightened at the same time, before hurriedly fleeing back home. However, these murders were quickly discovered. The Bukuai knew he could not escape his crimes and condemned his entire family, turned into a life of banditry. As for how the Bukuai became an infamous bandit carrying calamity in his wake, or how he ultimately lost his life and left not a trace behind, I shall not elucidate the specifics. Jesus. Who would guess that 2 pieces of gold could lead to all that? Indeed. My poor priest said evil thoughts are beasts residing within the hearts of a man, which must be beaten into submission every now and then. As such, my mission is to assure the temple bells never cease. After all, it is difficult to contain a wild beast once it is freed from its cage. The drifting monk bends down and rubs a pinch of gunpowder-stained clay between her fingers. They say the weather is as unpredictable as a human heart. The winds and rains are unpredictable indeed, and managing them to avert calamity is best left to experts such as thyself. All I can offer is to join thee on one leg of thy journey. I have to go down the mountain. I really like Saga. Come on, man. She's so cute. And she's helping Murberry with her Calamity mission, who is also very, very cute. Like, fuck, Chobai found him. Damn. This is the second time I've saved your life. I hope there won't be a third. Miss Cho, wait for me. Xiaoxi. The hunter laboriously managed to catch his breath, blocking himself down on a large rock nearby. Ugh, never expected his path to be so rough. I don't have the endurance for this. Back when I was young, I once saw a Telpy beast. My aim wasn't good enough, and my arrow lodged in its buttocks. The beast started darting around in a frenzy. You rarely see a Telpy beast that plump, and I don't want it to let it get away, so I chafed it after my lungs didn't need breath. Finally, I caught the beast in a grassy clearing a few li away and had myself a feast. That sounded funny the way he said it. I don't know. But now my body is covered with wounds, barely able to draw a bowstring, barely able to swing a hoe. I barely made it in time to save my own child. Dad, what are you trying to say? I'm just glad that you're fine. Miss Cho, these men. Don't worry, they're only unconscious. But I can't guarantee they won't suffer from headaches for a fortnight after waking up. In any case, they deserve some punishment for what they've done. Yes, you're right. They didn't do anything to you, did they? No, not at all. I'm glad. What are those bastards in Village doing now? I bet they're putting on a whole song and dance, bawling their eyes out while showing the mandarins to the grave. Now that I'm a free man, I'm not gonna let them get away with it. The young man stomps down the side of the mountain, careful not to administer a couple of shot kicks till the villagers collapsed on the ground. Careful to administer. Nice. But he suddenly comes to a halt. A hand is tugging on his arm, and even through his clothes, he can feel the abrasion from the calluses on that hand. He lowers his head, and the old man seems to apply even more force to his grip, turning away to avoid his gaze. Xiaoxi, hold on. You didn't just come to save me, did you? You also here to stop me? Two of the bluestone tiles in front of the altar are gone. He took the pieces the last time he was here, not having had time to replace them yet. The layer of soil beneath the floor tiles are damp, cooler to the touch than the bluestone. The old man felt his coolness with his forehead. The statue of the ancestor can't speak, so he must be first to say something. What is there for him to say? Honored ancestors, it's all my fault. I never thought investigator would come to the village. I never thought that we'd drive the boy Fang Xiaoxi into despair. After all, I saw him going up before my very eyes. I never thought that 3 years after he left the village, leaving no trace of whether he lived or died, that he would return now, of all times. I truly don't know what came over me, what possessed me to agree to use his name to swindle the compensation money. I never thought that in the middle of the night, during such a heavy rainstorm, a boy would chance upon the cheetah. All I could think of was, if this part of the cheetah was destroyed, that would have kept the maintenance rig going for another half a year or so. Even 2 or 3 months would have been enough. Once the work started, we'd all had an extra bit of income. Things have been so rough the last few years. It'd at least be better than sitting around waiting for heaven to do something. The Yishan temple used to be the heart of the village, but now it's at the entrance. The place you dug out from the mountains for future generations has slowly been reclaimed, devoured over the last few decades. Okay. If we keep pushing our luck on this mountain, on this land, soon we won't even have this temple. So that's why I buried those explosives, to take advantage of the torrential spring rains to cause an accident. But as long as there was a better way, I wouldn't have resorted to such disgraceful methods. I never imagined it would lead to all this. Why must heaven torment us so? Venerable Elder, were those words meant for the forebears who dug out this mountain, or for thyself? Aw, that's Sega. Just hold on there, my boy. They almost pushed me off a cliff, Dan. Those aren't good people. There's no telling how low they'll stoop. Nobody knew the Mandarins would come a day early. Things happened too quickly and everyone was in a panic. Some things were unavoidable. I know everybody went a little overboard, but I promise I'll have the Elder explain things. Still, you can't go down there now. After all this, you're still covering for them? I'm not trying to cover for anybody. I remember asking you this. Will staying in the village really guarantee safety and peace? The villagers wouldn't do anything to Xiaoxi. Yesterday they swore before their ancestors at the Yishan temple, the clan elder, and all of them promised me. You'll take their word for it? I'm sure you know Fang Xiaoxi's temperament. He won't go along with them. He'll insist on keeping his name just as he did with your land those years ago. Or are you planning to keep him locked up forever? If you lose control of him and he ruins the whole plan, what will the villagers do then? Evil, one summon, does not stop at your request. Damn fucking straight. As I said, whatever's going on in Mushan is no more ridiculous than anything I've seen before. I don't want to get involved and it really isn't my business. But I've never trusted you. Miss Cho, are you saying? You knocked Susi and Suliu out in a single move just now. I saw it all. If you really wanted to get in our way, you'd have taken down everyone in Wales with a move or two, tie us up and hand us over to the Mandarins. We couldn't lift a finger to stop you. That's not how I do things. I admit there's reasons behind your words. No matter how driven to desperation someone is, no matter how, if it seems like there's no other way, none of that is an excuse to turn to evil. But the fact that you hold a sword, that you know Kung Fu, that's what lets you go. Looking for another path, to hold on to the things you care about. There will always be another way for you, but it's not like that for us. Still, swords are used in these ravines. A sword won't save the arable land. It won't control the crazy weather. It won't save the 100 or so people here. Not even just me and my son. All we can do is wait for the rain, wait for someone who can dig us out of the mountain's grasp to show up. All we can do is wait for the cheetah to need more repairs for more nomadic cities to be built so everyone can move in and live stable lives. But how boundless is this patch of dirt? How many ravines are there out there, just like ours? There may be no rhyme or reason to what I'm saying, but I hope you understand what I'm getting at, Miss Cho. I understand perfectly well, which is precisely why I can't stand by and watch. Just let us go this time out of the goodness of your heart. Oh shit. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Master, let him be. He's my dad. Let me deal with him myself. I thought you were taking the investigator up the mountain. What are you doing here? Venerable Elder, may I help myself to the fruit on this table? I have eaten nothing today. I am both hungry and thirsty after my arduous trek down the mountain. She's so fucking cute. Hold on. Let me grab this too. That's fucking cute. All right, there we go. So cute. Anyway. Surely thou hast the compassion in thy heart to spare a piece of fruit? Did you hear what I just said? Ah, this bit of dried fruit is soft and chewy, sweet and sour. It even bears a faint fragrance of the branch, truly delectable. She's almost as hungry as Siobi. More than thy words alone, I have heard other such utterances these past few days. If thou wouldst see these things concealed, then thou shouldst toss them in a cellar as with dried fruit, such that thou needest not visit this temple. But of course, they would emerge at the slightest hint of debris sooner or later. So my knowledge on the matter makes no difference. That investigator girl, does she already know? I think I know why you're here now. Ah, you must be the one who helped Xiaoping and Xiaoan turn on the camcorder too. You found me both times I came to this temple. Could your arrival here be a warning from the ancestors? I've grown too old, too adult, too slow to realize. I was simply wandering the lands of the Great Yan when I happened to stop here and was thus delayed for a few days. Even had I not arrived, someone else would have come and some other incident would have taken place. At first I assumed, all these years, I had never done anything for Mushan. What had I done to deserve my title? But in the end, man has no business doing heaven's work. We'd only end up hurting others and ourselves. 2 lives wasted. How am I ever to answer for them? Thy machinations were never particularly thorough in the first place. Rather sloppy, actually. But I must wonder, why dost thou repent for inefficiently thorough planning? I just was thinking, what if you had come to Mushan sooner? If I had met you before, maybe I would have found all these wild thoughts in my... I wouldn't have found all these wild thoughts in my head. Maybe none of this would have happened. Did I not just say that I arrived by chance? My presence here is not such a significant thing. Besides, is there a man whose heart truly harbors no evil? Shouldn't a monk shun evil and uphold virtue? Wouldn't it ruin your practice to harbor evil in your heart? Dost thou believe that having such thoughts ruins one's practice? Before leaving Dusk Scroll, I happened upon a vision of myself that had become a gambler. That me could not resist the temptation of dice and chips, pawning her ceremonial mokugyo, selling her possessions, giving in to unrestrained debauchery, getting friends and companions involved, and carrying out all sorts of unconscionable acts. Before she left the temple, the head priest called out for her to stop, and they each took a stick in hand and enjoyed a most excellent duel. From the beginning of the crescent moon's ascent to the dawning of the sun in the east, the monk never understood why the head priest struggled with each move as if fighting for survival rather than sport. She had already forgotten the result of that duel. Only occasionally in a trance would she remember her stick hovering above the priest's head. In a moment did she think to complete the downward strike. To harbor evil thoughts is hardly unexpected. Logical even. Shifu. Not only in the painted scroll, but also in the realms of dreams. Once, when I was famished, I happened upon a pregnant she-beast. The first thought that crossed my mind was, "'Tis fatter than the he-beast." I was also wrongfully imprisoned once. I was bound in a way that made it difficult to escape. My hand nearly pressed against the naginata behind me. And yet, the woman you see before you is the same nonetheless. I recalled this sutra that the head priest recited. Man has natural desire for food as well as the potential for evil. Since it is inevitable, what is so wrong about harboring such thoughts within your heart? They are nothing more than thoughts. Nothing more than thoughts. Also, though I do not recall exactly when and where it happened, I once had the privilege of meeting a swordsmith. The swordsmith was a strange man determined to seek the strongest and sharpest blade in the land, and at the same time was purely kind-hearted and strove to never kill again. He built a hut in the mountains, and I accompanied him for a full 3 months. I watched the furnace's flames spring to life and go out, time and time again. I saw bits forged, then melted, then forged. At long last he produced a blade shaped like the floating clouds, glistened in all its brilliance, yet lacking a sharpened edge. It was dull. He said, "Sharpen not the blade, and thou shalt not fear for harming another." But alas, to harm another depends not on the blade, but on oneself. That's true. You are quite a forthcoming individual. But not everyone can see or think as clearly as you. Not everyone can restrain their thoughts and prevent them from turning into actions, no matter the time or place. On the contrary, I believe it is because these thoughts are difficult to restrain. Releasing them causes great calamity. It is like unto ringing the bell. Shut the fuck up! Let's try that again. It is unlike ringing the bell and chanting daily. After years and years, one naturally feels the temptation to grow slothful. But to strike the bell even one fewer time would render all previous efforts meaningless. How many kowtow to heaven for a single drop of rain only to provoke a mudslide? Evil thought and evil deed differ by only one word, yet the difference in consequences could hardly be greater. This indeed began with thy thoughts, but the moment they became reality, they had left thy control. Now that everything has been set into motion, how canst thou seeketh to explain it all away by claiming thou thought not of them? Xiaoxi, it's true that I'm helping them, but I'm also helping us. We've lived in Mushan for so many years, we are part of the village. Dad, I know you used to wander the wilderness hunting and selling game just to eke out a living. I know how hard it was. You wanted shelter from the wind and rain. You were finally able to settle down in Mushan after using the money you scraped together year after year. You were able to buy a few plots of land and make your home. You can't bear to leave the land or your house. After all, you owe everything to this place, so no matter what happens, you're willing to take things in stride. When Mom ran off, they bullied us for being the only family outside the Sioux clan, and when they insisted on moving the rundown temple onto your land, you agreed to it. And now, when they're trying to take my name and turn me into a dead man, you're giving in again. If there's another disaster or whatever in the future and they come for our land, our house, and our lives, are you just gonna go along with that too? Your life is what you make for yourself. It's not for something. It's not something other people give to you. I know. But if you head down right now and turn the entire village into the investigator, how do you think it's going to turn out? Forget about me. I don't even have that many years left in me. But you already 15. How are you going to be able to stay here? Yes, I knew he was 15. He was only a year older than Amia. Damn. Why do we need to stay here in the first place? Push comes to shove, will you mush and get out of the mountains and settle down in a nomadic city? Go to fucking human, bro. Easy. Doesn't matter if there's no land to farm. There are plenty of opportunities in the cities. I could take on all kinds of jobs. I could learn to Kung Fu and become as strong as Master Cho. I'll earn lots of money and help you get better. Believe it or not, I've been traveling all around these past 3 years. I've been everywhere, seen everything. You really do take after your mother. Back then, everyone in the village wanted to safeguard the land reclaimed by the excavators and pray to heaven to put food on the table. Your mother was the only one who wanted to get out of the mountains. She wanted to go to Yumen, to Shangshu, to Longmen, to experience a different life in a nomadic city that we've never even heard of. Your mother married me because I was a hunter who traveled all over the place. It wasn't until I bought this land with my life savings and after you were born that I was chained to this place like an old burdened beast. Only then did she realize she didn't come here just to rest my feet. The day that salesman coaxed her away, I chased you into the wilderness just in time to bring you back. That woman passed away a few years ago. She sent a letter. It took a great many months for it to reach my hands. The only thing in the envelope was a sum of money, compensation for her death left to Xiaoxi. She followed the salesman to a city to try to marry Ling, but went back to the wilderness after just 6 months or so. I don't know what happened after that. The message has been handed off to 5 or 6 different messengers and the details had become blurry. But when I held that pitifully thin envelope, it wasn't hard to guess. We've handed the money over to the village. In the end, they used it to repair the temple Xiaoxi blew up. Oh, shit. Okay. My boy. If it was easier to survive in the city than here in Mushan, you wouldn't be here today. Over the past few years, have you even learned enough to let you live a dignified life, let alone enjoy a grand career? If so, can you tell me why Miss Cho brought you back here? It's not that I can't bear to part with the land or this house. I claimed it all. I planned it all out. When the compensation money came through, I was going to use it to go looking for you. And then Mushan would have been my home no more. But you came back. Miss Cho brought you back home. When you walked back into the village, I decided no matter what, I couldn't let you leave again. I wasn't born here. I've seen what it's like out there. But is that life any better than the one here in this mountain village? In this world there are many ways to live, but not everyone has the privilege of choosing theirs. All I want is for you to be able to live your life in peace. It's already hard enough to live a peaceful, ordinary life. If by living my life in peace you mean spend the rest of my life with nothing, not even my own name, I don't want any of that. A name is a small price to pay for food, money and security for the rest of our lives. I can't accept that. I'm not some weed growing in the crevice of this mountain. I'm not an animal that roams the vast wilderness. I'd rather die than... The boy's voice cracks from how emotional he gets and he stumbles backwards in embarrassment, nearly falling over. His voice is immature and hoarse, the strong wind atop the mountain tugging at his cracked voice as it trails off, distorted yet still coming across resolutely. You are a really stubborn kid. I can't convince you, and it's not like I expect you to think about me. But I can't let you go down the mountain today no matter what. If you press on anyway, I'm going to throw myself headfirst off the edge of this cliff. Under lowers his head. The boy seems to calm down somewhat, and though he still has more to say, he does not open his mouth again. Fine sand splashes across the people's faces. In these desolate mountains, the wind is ever dry, even during spring. Nobody says a word. The swordswoman quietly moves a few steps closer to the edge of the cliff. Dad, lift your head up. Dad, lift your head and look at me. Dad, is it better for everyone if Fang Xiaoxi dies? Yes. Fang Xiaoxi should be no more. No fucking way. When he was little, he used to kick pebbles off the cliff one after another, patiently waiting for the sound to come from afar. He and his name are just like those small stones, and now he has become one with those stones. The speed with which he plummets from the cliff is not so fast. He even has time to think of the tucked beast he and Chobai saw in the woods, remembering the look in his dying eyes. What the fuck? No fucking way, dude. No fucking way. I just got fucking emotional. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking... No. That's... Depression gang, here we come. Jesus, Arknights, come on. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, let's... Okay. No. We continue. Was it one of unwillingness, panic, or relief? Is it the wind? The wind supports his pack. Fuck's sake, dude. I keep... Alright. Okay, Arknights, alright. I know you're dark, but come on. Jeez. Jeez, man. The spring breeze flows through the temple, kicking up a cloud of fine dust. The sun shines high overhead, the warmth outside contrasting with the temple's chilly interior. The old man's hunchback quivered slightly, but he nevertheless remained seated. The wandering monk draws 2 steps closer to him. When I think back on everything that's happened over the last few days, it seems almost like a dream. The man who went up the mountain to bury explosives, the man who personally wrote an application letter to the government, and the man who lied to the investigator just now. Was that really just me? How nice it would be if you told me that was all a dream. I recall a saying I once heard. Don't speak of dreams to fools. Dost thou now see thyself the fool? Ridiculous, isn't it? 3 years ago, Fang Xiaoxi left the village after blowing up the Yishan temple, but I used them myself that night. The very same explosives the boy had made. I remember rushing over to the hunter's house to dig out the unused portion of the Fang Xi's explosives from his room. I originally intended to confiscate them for safekeeping so they would not be used for harm. Who would have thought that it really should have been kept from me? Oh, it's all become clear. Venerable Elder, at this juncture, what does your heart now tell you? I don't care if I die now. I just feel bad for those I've wronged. At least he has some kind of a conscience. Jesus, dude. Fucking hell. Oh my god. Absolute fucking asshole, dude. Thanks, Xiaoxi. Though the boy was paranoid and reckless, it is not as if he was rotten at his core. He destroyed the ancestor temple for the sake of his father, out of sense of filial piety. To make matters worse, none of this had anything to do with him. He was only 15, so young. And we drove him to his death. Wait, does he already know he's dead? What the fuck? The other boy, I don't know where he came from or what he came here to do. But he stayed here and did not go back. Now his family will never hear of him. No matter how much they cry and wail. But even when I prayed for him before my ancestors, all I could call him was Feng Xiaoxi. I didn't dare consider whether his soul would be able to rest in peace, fearing that it would forever haunt Mushan village. Please don't come any closer, Shifu. After hearing the prayer thou didst offer, I have been chanting sutras for the boy in my spare time these past few days. A pity that my headpiece never formally taught more than a few sutras. But hopefully my sincerity was enough. Now everything has come to light. Those 2 lives, if the mandarins decide to pursue the leads, 12 households, 100 people will all be implicated because of my actions. I know how deeply I've sinned, which is why I do not dare beg forgiveness from the ancestors. All I can do is... Hiya! Cease thine improper thoughts. Did she fucking kill him? This is the last pouch of explosive, yes? I hid it on me thinking you wouldn't notice. I was planning on killing myself before you showed up, but after mulling it over some more, I couldn't even follow through with that. Oh, she just... Okay, she stole the explosives from him. I was like, cut this fucker down, please. 3 years ago, Feng Xiaoxi was able to pull the string on the buried explosives. Looks like I don't even have the same spine to match a child. Didst thou believe ending thy life would form an adequate solution to all that has happened here? Wrong. Incorrect. No, this is thine assumption that thou couldst abandon the situation, that thou couldst avoid living with the consequences. The time when thou the time when thou knew not that I was here. The words thou didst offer to the ancestors were full of self-pity for acting on behalf of the village, mentioning nothing of the explosions or the boy's death. Aye. That night, had the nameless boy not passed by the foot of the mountain, had the explosive dislodged naught but dirt and pebble, had the mudslide washed away only the cheetah, wouldst thou have come upon the same fate as now? Couldst thou know if there was, as well as for a little foul beast happening? Holy fuck! Let's try it again. Couldst thou know if there was, as well as a little foul beast happening to fly by, stopping to preen its feathers, only to be drowned in the sand and mud? Now, what would become of the cheetah and this temple, and of the entire village? Had the mudslide never come, thou ought yet repent for the rain that never should have fallen. I'll spend everything to the mandarins. The old man gathers the pieces of the dismantled explosives in front of him. After kneeling for so long, he has nearly lost all sensation in his legs, and he falls to the ground again. The coldness pours onto his forehead, and he feels that he cannot stand back up, able to do nothing but prostrate himself lower and lower. The 2 souls before him seem to be causing quite the uproar, but the mountain excavator does not pay them any heed. A few pieces of mud have peeled off the eye sockets from the clay sculpture, and it is difficult to tell whether the site was fixed in the ruined beams of the temple or the desolate land just outside it. Clear of the clouds and warm in its breeze just in time for Chunfen. Fuck, that got dark, bro! Oh, whoa, we're not done yet. Okay. What the hell? Are you awake yet? Your vision's a bit blurry, but you can still tell good from evil. Looks like your brain's intact. Remember when I said before that you were at least afraid of death? Seems like you didn't hold on to that either. Wait, what? Is he fucking alive? So is this the third time I've saved your life? You really had the guts to dive off that cliff, huh? I'm not a foulbeard after all, and nearly lost my own life going after you. I was just fucking thinking that she could... I mean, she's fast as hell, you know? She's been trained by Chang Yue, so... She's bound to have some fucking skills, bro. So, yeah. I was like, why did she not save him? Come on! But she did, so that's fucking great. Thank you. Don't mention it. I was the one who brought you back, so of course I'd rather nothing happened to you. But I didn't expect you to actually jump, which slowed my reaction. Ah, okay. If you don't feel like talking, then don't. You can still walk, can't you? I'm not planning to head back to the village. If you don't know where you want to go, I suppose you can follow me around for a while. Alright. Oh, that's so nice. Yes. Thank you, Arknights, for not letting me join the depression gang this time. Alright, I'm gonna have to... Okay, hold on. And we're back. You asked me about my life story before, didn't you? Maybe this would be the right time to tell you. Back when the army broke through the river ford at Jiangqi, my father and a number of the other bandits were put to death, but I managed to escape. To the government, I am also a person without a name. There are many nameless people in this land, just like you, just like me, just like the boy who nearly became Feng Xiaoxi. A name is certainly important, but it's more important for you to understand the meaning behind that name. If you want to stand up and fight injustice, does it really matter what you are called? Sometimes you'll make bigger waves and accomplish more things without a name. Only by letting go of meaningless obsessions can we truly recognize what we are meant to do. I don't expect you to understand my words right now. I have my own things to do, so I can't take care of you forever. But if you truly want to learn Kung Fu, I can teach you for now. When you're capable enough to establish yourself or figure things out on your own, or find something else worth living for, you're free to leave at any time. But know that there are many who succumb to evil and cause calamity after acquiring power. If you call a man like that, I will kill you. Alright, I'll teach you another saying we have among Jianghu martial artists. It is pretty much means the same thing as there's always next time. Lai Ri Fang Cheng. Tomorrow is long. Oh, that was a nice ending. Do you understand? Yes. Then hurry it up. Alright. Oh, that was a nice ending. Much nicer than I thought it would be. Alright. So now we just have wind chimes left and we're done. Woo! That one was longer than the other ones. Alright, thank you for watching, comrades. I'll do the last one here in a bit. So yeah, I'll see you very soon. As this would be the last day that I'm uploading these. Anyway, thank you for watching, comrades. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, do leave a like. If you have any thoughts about the amazing story here, do leave a comment. And if you want to see more Arknights and possibly something else in the future, who knows, do subscribe. That would be great to see. And yeah, as always, comrades, it was great to do this. And yeah, have a good day. I will see you very soon. Das vidania.